As one of the most notorious drug lords in history, Pablo Escobar's life has been the subject of countless documentaries, books, and TV shows. One of the most popular portrayals of the drug kingpin is the Netflix series Narcos. However, despite its accuracy in many aspects, there are still many things that the series leaves out or glosses over when it comes to the life and crimes of Pablo Escobar. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at 10 things Netflix is hiding about Pablo Escobar. Yeah, you heard it right. The true extent of his wealth. While Narcos does portray Escobar as an incredibly wealthy man, it vastly underestimates the extent of his fortune. At the height of his power, Escobar was estimated to be worth more than $30 billion, making him one of the richest people in history. However, the series doesn't fully capture the opulence of his lifestyle, including his massive estate, private zoo, and a fleet of luxury vehicles. His obsession with his image. In Narcos, Escobar is portrayed as a ruthless criminal who doesn't care about his public image. However, in reality, he was obsessed with his image and worked hard to cultivate a reputation as a Robin Hood-like figure who provided for the poor and fought against corruption. He often portrayed himself as a champion of the people and even ran for political office to legitimize his criminal enterprise. His ties to the government. While Narcos portrays Escobar as a lone wolf who operated outside of the government's control, the reality is that he had deep ties to the Colombian government. Escobar was known to bribe politicians, judges, and even law enforcement officials to protect his business. He also had several high-ranking officials on his payroll, including the Minister of Justice and the head of Colombian National Police. The scale of his violence. While Narcos shows some of the violence committed by Escobar and his associates, it doesn't fully capture the extent of his brutality. Escobar and his henchmen were responsible for countless murders, bombings, and acts of terrorism that terrorized Colombia for years. He famously ordered the bombing of an Avianca Airlines flight that killed 107 people, and he was also responsible for the assassination of dozens of politicians, judges, and journalists. The impact of his drug empire on the world. Narcos focuses primarily on Escobar's crimes in Colombia, but it fails to explore the global impact of his drug empire. Escobar's cocaine was responsible for fueling the drug epidemic in the United States in the 1980s and 1990s, and his organization was also responsible for drug trafficking in Europe and other parts of the world. The series also doesn't fully explore the devastating impact of the drug trade on the communities where cocaine was produced and trafficked, including the violence, poverty, and corruption that still plague many of those areas. His treatment of women. Narcos largely ignores the issue of Escobar's treatment of women. However, the reality is that he was a notorious womanizer who was known for having many mistresses and for abusing and mistreating women. He was also responsible for the kidnapping of journalist Virginia Vallejo, who was one of his mistresses and later became a vocal critic of his criminal enterprise. The role of his family and his empire. While Narcos briefly touches on the involvement of Escobar's family in his criminal enterprise, it doesn't fully explore their role. In reality, Escobar's wife and children were heavily involved in his business and played a significant role in his downfall. His wife, Maria Victoria Henao, managed the family's finances and was responsible for moving their money around the world. His son, Juan Pablo Escobar, was also involved in the business and later wrote a book about his experiences. His manipulation of the media. In Narcos, Escobar is shown to be largely indifferent to the media's portrayal of him. However, in reality, he was a master manipulator who used the media to his advantage. He would often give interviews and manipulate the press to create a sympathetic image of himself. The involvement of other drug cartels. Narcos focuses primarily on Escobar's Medellin cartel, but it fails to explore the involvement of other drug cartels in Colombia. The Cali cartel, for example, was just as powerful as the Medellin cartel and played a significant role in the drug trade in Colombia. The long-term impact of his legacy. While Narcos shows the downfall of Escobar and the Medellin cartel, it doesn't fully explore the long-term impact of his legacy. Escobar's drug empire left a lasting impact on Colombia, and the country is still grappling with the effects. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.